Attorney Opper, you just wanted to address timing.
Well, and I understand.
Let me say this, Judge. The ebb and flow of this trial has been very difficult to predict, not through any fault of the court, but by events. We do have two witnesses here ready to go. If the next witness goes relatively smoothly, would you consider letting us call the second one and maybe wrapping up by about 6 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. If not, he can come back tomorrow, but he's been here twice already.
No, we'll keep going. I prepped the jury for that yesterday, so we're good. I'm going to have the jury brought out. All right. Bring the jury in, Madam Clerk.
And I object to that.
To the timing?
Yes.
Your objection's noted. We're going to make up for lost time from yesterday.
So can we adjust the subject matter jurisdiction?
No,
then,
we
since
cannot.
we're talk about that? We're not going to address that either. That's still not going to be proven, right? It is frivolous stuff. That's going to get pressed every time. So. I've yet to prove subject matter jurisdiction. Any jurisdiction at all, right?
The jury will disregard the comments being made by Mr. Brooks at this time. They are a mischaracterization of the law.
Absolutely not. They are absolutely not. They are.
All right, thank you, everyone. Please be seated. The state may call its next witness.
The state would call Lucas Hallmark.
First thing I will have you do is to state your first and last names for the record and then spell each.
Lucas Hallmark, Lukas Hallmark.
Hold on a second. It would really help if our audio's on.
I
I'm just going to have you do that again. If you would please state your first and last names for the record. And then spell, sorry.
Lucas Hallmark, Lukas Hallmark.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Sir, how are you employed?
City of Waukesha Police Department.
What's your position?
I'm a detective
How long have you been with the City of Waukesha Police Department?
for approximately 15 years.
Has that been the entire time you've been in law enforcement?
Yes, ma'am.
Direct your attention to November 21st of 2021. Were you at the City of Waukesha Christmas Parade?
I was.
Were you there in as a law enforcement officer, a spectator, or participant?
I was there as a participant.
And what group were you with?
I was with the Catholic Communities of Waukesha.
Who were you there with? I mean, other than the Catholic communities, were you with your family?
I was.
And generally, I don't need names, but was your wife present?
My wife and my 4 kids at the time, yes.
And what are the ages of your kids?
At that time, they were 3, 5, 7, and 9.
And approximately how many people were walking with the Catholic communities of Waukesha?
I believe there was about 45 or 46 individuals that were walking with us.
Okay. I'm going to show you a photograph and just ask you if you recognize it. It's Exhibit 121.
As a reminder, the monitors in the jury box have about a 20-second delay, so we need to be mindful of that as we show exhibits to them. They do come on the screen, I think, a little bit more quickly, but there's rapid succession previously, so.
And I'd ask that also be published to the jury at this time. This exhibit has previously been admitted into evidence.
Permission granted. Okay, why doesn't the jury let me know when that exhibit comes up on the monitors in front of you? All right, thank you.
Thank
Go ahead.
you. Sir, do you know where this picture was taken?
Yes, that was taken at Main Street and I believe East Avenue.
What day was it taken?
That was taken on November 21st, 2021.
And there are boxes with names that are associated with people through a red arrow. Do you see that?
Yes.
Overruled, he may answer.
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And as you review those names and the people that those names are associated with, is that exhibit accurate?
Objection, leading the witness.
Sustain us to the form of the question.
Sir, do you know the people whose names appear on Exhibit 121?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes.
And the arrows, do you see arrows on that exhibit?
Yes.
And they're going from a person to a name. Do you see that?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled. The exhibit's previously been received. You may answer.
Yes.
To clarify, Jason Peckloff, do you see him in this picture?
I do.
Can you? There's a touch screen in front of you. If you can just circle where he's at in this picture. How about Camila Perez Gonzalez? If you can circle her. Maria Alvarez Dominguez. Adair Lopez Revelar. Jose Perales Alvarez. And if we can clear the screen, and then Juan Marquez. Thank you. We can clear the screen.
Are you done with this exhibit?
I am.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you know the names of most, if not all, of the participants who were marching with the Catholic communities of Waukesha that day?
Most of them, yes.
At some point, did you hear some type of commotion behind you?
I did.
Can you describe for the jury what you heard?
We were walking westbound on Main Street, and near the area of about 400 to 409 West Main Street, my attention was directed towards large amounts of screaming coming from behind us, so to our east. At that point, I looked over my left shoulder. At that point, there was still some folks from our group that were behind us, so it wasn't clear, but over the tops of them I could see like a roof of a red vehicle traveling also to the east, coming towards us. I'm sorry, to the west, coming towards us.
What were your initial thoughts?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. You may answer.
My initial thought that came into my mind at that time when the screaming occurred was that there was probably a lost motorist and there was a vehicle traveling in the parade that shouldn't have been there.
Have you ever worked a Christmas parade in Waukesha?
I have.
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
You said you have.
I don't recall specifically the Christmas parade. I worked other events in downtown Waukesha.
Have you ever worked a 4th of July parade?
Objection, relevancy to this incident.
Let me strike the question.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever worked a parade in the city of Waukesha?
I don't recall a specific parade, but I worked Friday Night Live, which is an event where they usually close down the downtown area for vehicular traffic and it's pedestrians only. So that was where I was drawing my recollection to that incident.
Are there some times when there are barricades set up and a vehicle will come into the area that they're not supposed to come in?
That does occur, yes.
What would law enforcement do in that case?
Usually stop the vehicle and direct them to either stop or remove them when it's safe to do so.
Have you ever been present where the vehicle doesn't stop?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. You may answer.
No.
When you said that you heard screaming, can you describe for the jury what you mean? Because we're at a parade, so I'm assuming that there's some screaming.
Objection, leading the witness.
Sustains to the form of the question.
Can you describe for the jury if the screaming stood out to you?
Yes, it was.
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, it was something different than was actually occurring at the parade. And just to give you a perspective, at this point, we were actually almost done marching in the parade, which was actually a very big relief to me because I didn't want to be in the parade in the first place. So I was actually very relieved at that point. So yes, at that point, this had caused some sort of commotion that was not particularly used to that we've already incurred through the entire parade.
And did you notice anything different about your surroundings as you heard the screaming?
Objection. I asked the form of that question and it was answered.
Overruled, he may answer.
Can you just repeat the question, please?
Sure. Do you notice anything other than the screaming that seemed unusual when that happened?
Objection, different question.
Overruled. I'm not sure what the objection is, but you may answer.
Clear with the objection.
So after my initial thought of that vehicle was just a lost motorist, or they didn't know actually what was going on, that thought faded very quickly, and I realized that something was drastically wrong based on the fact that that vehicle was traveling at a significant rate of speed towards our direction.
When you first saw the vehicle or the top of the red vehicle, approximately how far was it away from you?
When I first looked back and saw it, I would estimate it to be about, I would say approximately 200 feet. My recollection is that it was near Curry Insurance.
You testified already as to where your position was at that time, correct?
Yes.
Where were you in relationship to the group that you were walking with? Where were you within that group?
Sure. So our group, we were just kind of walking together behind a white banner. There was no set, I guess, method of us walking. We actually, as we were continued down the parade route, some of us moved forward, some of us moved back, depending on how the kids were doing. But at that particular time, I was near towards the back, so I would say the middle of the back of the group, and more towards the center of the road.
And which shoulder did you look back over when you heard the screaming?
I turned to my left.
And that's when the vehicle was approximately 200 feet away?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes.
What did you see next?
The vehicle came. I recall the vehicle coming right to where we were walking. It started hitting folks in our group, and the only thing that I could remember doing was I had my 3-year-old in my left hand, and I had my 9-year-old in my right hand. As we were walking down the parade route, my 7-year-old was kind of walking in front of us at the time, and I remember realizing that we were going to get hit, and it was going to come very quickly. And so I grabbed my 3-year-old as hard as I could, and I threw him towards the curb. At the same time, I tried to grab Benjamin at that point and throw him with my 3-year-old.
Oh, Benjamin, is he the 7-year-old?
Yes.
And he was in front of you to testify?
Objection,
Correct.
leading the witness.
This way.
Overruled. The answer may stand.
To the best of my memory, yes.
Yes, okay. And you stated that you had your 9-year-old in your on your right side. What's the name of your 9-year-old?
Elliot.
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. I'm sorry, what was the name?
Elliot.
Thank
Elliot
you.
Hallmark.
When you saw the vehicle and as it was coming towards you, could you estimate the speed that the vehicle was traveling?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. You may answer.
I estimated the vehicle traveling about 30 to 40 miles an hour,
What is the speed limit in that area of Main Street?
25 miles per hour.
So you threw your 3-year-old to your left, you stated?
Towards the curb, which would have been to the south.
And how about Elliot?
I don't remember at that point what happened with Elliot. As the vehicle passed us, I don't know if he got ripped out of my arms when the vehicle came through. I just remember that I kind of got, as I turned to my left, I pivoted on my left foot. I got clipped to my left foot, and the vehicle passed us, but I don't recall what happened with Elliot.
How about Ben?
Ben, I saw him stumble and kind of roll from where the vehicle came towards the curb to the south.
Now, when you said you got clipped, what clipped you?
Objection.
Overruled.
It had to have been the vehicle. I had an abrasion on my left heel, and then I had just white sneakers on that night, and they had black marks along where I had my abrasion on that same part.
What was that consistent with, those black marks?
I would guess the vehicle tire.
Where was your wife?
She was standing a little bit behind and then to the left of us, so she would have been a little further at that point, a little bit further to the east and then to the south.
Now, in terms of the path that the vehicle was traveling prior to it striking your group, can you describe that for the jury in terms of was it on the north side of the road or the south side? Or to explain it to someone like me, if you're traveling down the parade route, was it on your left or on your right?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled.
As it was coming towards us, as I was walking initially, we were kind of in the center of the road. So when I saw the vehicle coming, I kind of moved to the left and threw my kids to the left. So we were kind of left of the center line, so to the left, as you described, and towards the south. But the vehicle had passed me on my right.
And did you say that you observed anyone get hit that was behind you?
I don't
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled.
I don't recall seeing anyone specifically getting hit. I do remember hearing sounds of the vehicle striking objects, and the only objects in the road were people at the time.
What happened next, or what do you remember next?
I remember turning to my wife and asking her if all the children were okay, and she looked back at me and said that she didn't know where our son Elliot was. And at that point, I couldn't see him either, so I began running up and down Main Street trying to locate where he was.
Did you have eyes on your 3 other children?
I did.
And what did you do with those 3 kids?
I had those children stay with my wife while I went and tried to find Elliot.
Did you find Elliot?
It was some time after, I would estimate it to be a minute to 2 minutes after the vehicle had passed, but I had located him on the road further to the south, almost immediately towards the curb was, being tended to by some individuals that had covered him up with a blanket.
While you're looking for Elliot, did you see anyone else on the ground?
I did.
Can you describe for the jury what you observed?
There was a lot of individuals laying on the road as you look back, and I remember specifically seeing Father Pat Heppy laying on the ground. I remember he was, at that point when I had saw him, I thought he was deceased because he wasn't moving at all, so I would assume that he was knocked unconscious. I continued past, and then I remember specifically seeing a younger female who I recall to be as Yamilet Perales laying in the roadway. And 2, I thought she was also deceased because there was blood coming from like her ears, and she wasn't moving either.
Did you see anyone else before you found your son Elliot?
There was other people, but I don't specifically recalling at that particular time, no.
Once you found Elliot, what observations did you make of him?
At this point, he was awake. The person that was tending to him indicated that he was knocked unconscious. So when I had found him, he actually regained consciousness, but he was crying and complaining of injuries to his back and to his hip and to his leg.
What did you do then?
Pretty much just, I was told by the individuals that were caring for him that that we needed to keep him there for safety purposes, for like C-spine, making sure they didn't have any significant neck injuries or back injuries, and that we needed to wait there until paramedics arrived.
Did they eventually come and assess Elliot?
Yes, during this time I had spoken with my wife, and the decision was made that she was going to go get the car because it was, at this point, it was chaos in downtown Waukesha. And I'd actually made contact with a couple of different officers that I knew from the police department, and one of the comments was we didn't know how we were going to get a lot of these injured folks from the street to the hospital that needed care. So a decision was made that I was going to send my wife to go get the vehicle so she can remove our 3 kids that were mobile and remove them from the scene. At that time, I didn't know the extent of the injuries to Benjamin.
And that's what I was just going to ask you about. Were there any observable injuries to Benjamin at the time immediately following the car going through the group?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled. You may answer.
I knew that he had been injured because when I had looked over to where he was over on the curb, I had seen that he had some facial injuries, swollen eyes, some lacerations. But he was calm and he was collected. So at that point, I didn't know that there was any other injuries to him. After the paramedics had put Elliot on a removable stretcher, I indicated that Benjamin was hurt and I needed to go bring him with us when we went to the hospital. After I went over to him to pick him up, I had looked down and I had realized that he had an open fracture to his left leg.
So what did you do?
I picked him up and then we ran with the paramedics down to, they called it the casualty collection point, or the point where all the ambulances were caring for individual folks.
And did you ride in the ambulance with Elliot and Ben, or did they go separately?
We went together.
Where did you go?
We went to Waukesha Memorial Hospital.
And what happened once you were at Waukesha Memorial Hospital? What did you see in general?
Yeah, I mean, I was working in the city. We go to Waukesha Memorial Hospital quite a bit, and I have never seen anything like this in my entire life. It was pretty much chaos. When we first got to the hospital, there was some sort of physician or EMT that was actually triaging individuals with, I believe it was permanent marker, and they were triaging individuals on their forehead of what level of injury they needed. And based on that, this kind of directed word they had gone inside the hospital. So when we had gone into the hospital, we were directed into the waiting room. And at that point, we were still on kind of like stretchers or backboards. We were placed in the waiting room, and we were just waiting until we could be attended to by some of the staff.
And did both Benjamin and Elliot receive treatment at Waukesha Memorial Hospital?
Yes.
What treatment did they receive, if you know?
Elliot received treatment for a severe concussion. He had a severe ankle sprain. They did a CT scan. And then with Benjamin, he ended up spending the night because the same thing, concussion. They did a CT scan, but then he also had surgery on his broken leg that night.
Now you stated initially when the car was coming towards the back of your group, you thought it may have been someone that just accidentally got on the Christmas parade route, correct?
Objection, that was not the form of your question, or answer rather.
Asked and answered, sustained.
So after having your initial thought, did your thought change at some point that this isn't a misguided vehicle?
Yes.
And what did it change to?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled. You may answer.
After the vehicle had come through and struck our group, and then as I looked back at all the carnage behind us, it was pretty, my thought then that we were involved in some sort of terrorist act. It was overwhelming fear, overwhelming panic amongst everyone in the downtown Waukesha.
After the vehicle went through your group, did you ever observe it stop?
I did not.
I'm going to show you on the screen in front of you, Exhibit 140. I'm going to have it displayed in front of you, and let me know when it's on your screen.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to play approximately 5 seconds. It's a 1 minute and 26 second clip. I'm going to play the first 5 seconds and see if you recognize this video.
Yes.
We can stop it and go back to 00. Does it accurately reflect what you observed on November 21st, 2021?
Yes.
Objection to the relevancy. Who took the video?
Overruled.
Does Does this video contain footage of the Waukesha Catholic community in the parade on that date?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I would move State's Exhibit 140 into evidence and ask that it be published to the jury with sound.
Objection. Still hearsay.
The objection's noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 140 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
And I'd ask that it start playing now.
Maybe, we'll see. I mean, it's actually at the Elks Club Lodge. It's like, see, it's really cool.
Or maybe. I went with like a friend. It was a nice place. Sounds cool.
Yeah, it's
Is
really
it on Thanksgiving?
Saturday, November 20th, 2021.
That passed.
What?
That passed. Oh, yeah. It's the 20th day.
Oh,
Right?
that
Oh, no, it's the 21st.
Ooh, so it already did already.
It happened yesterday.
Yep, it happened already. Ah, whatever. I never know. That's okay, whatever.
Everybody can start. Oh, those outfits are so cute! Young lady, where is your winter jacket?
Did you see a red SUV traveling westbound in that video?
Yes.
Would that be consistent with what you saw coming from behind you on November 21st prior to what you just described?
Objection. How do we know the direction? How do we know it's westbound?
Your objection's noted. It's overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes.
Thank you. So I'm going to show you some still shots from that video and just ask if they accurately reflect what you observed.
Objection to the relevancy.
I have to see them. Are you going to do that electronically or hand them to the bailiff?
I'd like to do it electronically if I can.
Go ahead.
Show Exhibit 135 just to the witness. Sir, do you identify that as a still shot taken from the Exhibit 140?
I recognize the photo you're seeing is from the video.
Yes.
Yes.
And there are, do you see arrows? What does this photo reflect to you? Sorry.
Objection. Leading the witness.
Overruled.
This photo represents individuals from our group in the parade walking in front of, I believe, Magellan's, I think.
And are there names on this diagram?
Yes.
And do they appear to be associated with people within this group?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes.
How is that depicted?
Objection. Leading the witness.
Overruled.
The names are depicted by red arrows pointing to the individuals.
And do they accurately reflect the names of the individuals that they're pointing, that the arrows are connected to?
Objection. Leading the witness.
Overruled.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask that Exhibit 135 be admitted and published to the jury.
Objection to the relevancy.
Overruled. Exhibit 135 is received. Permission to publish is granted. Keep in mind it takes a little bit for the jury to see it, at least on the monitors in the jury box.
It appears that the jury now can see it in front of them. So with regard to this one, if you can just circle Jose Perales Alvarez.
Objection of being the witness.
Overruled.
Juan Marquez, if you see him. Marisol Lopez Gutierrez. Gregorio Romelia Perez. And Maria Perez.
Well, when I circled Gregoria, I believe I kind of got rid of Maria there. But Maria's,
helpful?
Yeah, Maria's right next to Gregoria.
Okay, thank you. This can be taken off. Next, I'm going to do the exact same thing with a couple more pictures. The next one would be Exhibit 136. I'll have it shown in front of you. Let me know when it's on your screen.
I see it.
Okay. If you can describe for the jury what you're seeing in Exhibit 136.
Something very similar to the last exhibit.
I'm sorry, is there an objection?
Leading the witness.
That's not leading, it's overruled. You may answer.
This photograph appears to be a still photo from a video, similar to the last, with names with arrows corresponding to those individuals.
And do the arrows corresponding to the individuals and the names, are they accurate?
In my screen, there's like a...
Yeah, there's a box that appears to be from
There you
the
go.
user. There you go. It needs to be removed.
Yes, it's accurate.
Okay. And do you see yourself in this photograph?
I do.
Okay. I would ask that this 136 be admitted and published to the jury.
Exhibit 136 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Objection. Why? Where's his name if he's in the video?
That's not an objection. That's a question. You can certainly ask that during cross-examination, but it's just, I'm sustaining it. Go ahead, ask your next question.
I guess I'm waiting for it to be published.
I will do that.
Okay. And then a confirmation from the jury that they can see it. Sir, first of all, do you see yourself in this photograph?
Yes.
Can you circle where you're at?
Objection. Why is no name on it? What's the
Overruled.
relevancy of it?
Overruled. You may answer the question.
That's right.
Thank you. And again, the names you've testified are associated with the appropriate people, is that correct?
Yes.
Can you circle Lori Loken? Maria Alvarez Dominguez. Ashley Perales Alvarez. Margaret Pachulis. Eileen Perales Alvarez. Yamilet Perales Alvarez. And I think you can possibly see her legs.
Yeah, she's wearing gray pants. I'm sorry, green kind of leggings, but you can't necessarily see her face in this photo. So, but her green pants are right there.
Okay. Camila Perez Gonzalez. And Benjamin Hallmark. Thank you. We can clear the screen. Next, I'll go to 137. And again, when we're looking at these photos, these are all from the same video. Are they from the same video?
It appears so.
Okay. And approximately what location are these taken in relationship to where your group was physically impacted by the car?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled. You may answer.
This was probably about a block prior to us being struck. I think this is right around the 300 block of West Main Street, kind of by Donnie Boy's, Magellan's, Curry Insurance area.
And would this be consistent with what you believe generally the formation would have been when your group was impacted?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes,
I'm going to show you 137.
I see it.
and asked you the same questions. Does this appear to be a still shot from the video that you saw in Exhibit 140?
Yes.
And what does it depict?
Depicts Jason Petchloff, William Mitchell, and Father Pat Heppe walking in the parade route holding a banner.
And are there names on that?
Yes.
Are they associated with the people you've just identified
Yes.
correctly?
Correct.
I'd ask that Exhibit 137 be admitted into evidence and published.
Objection. Where's the relevancy?
Overruled. Exhibit 137 has received permission to publish as granted.
Thank you. And again, if you can circle Jason Peckloff, William Mitchell, Father Happy. Thank you.
Is that to come up for the jurors?
Oh, sorry.
We'll wait.
I apologize.
Next time, don't close. He'll have to redo that. It was cleared before the jury got it, so go ahead and redraw your circles.
Okay. Can you identify Jason Peckloff, William Mitchell, and Father Happy? Thank you. You can clear the screen. And finally, 128. I believe 128 may have already been admitted into evidence. I'd ask that be published to the jury.
Did they?
And do you see the name David Marquez on the screen?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled.
Yes.
And do you see David Marquez in the picture?
Yes.
Can you circle him? Thank you. You can clear that exhibit. I would
Hold
not.
on.
Oh,
Jury does not
you
have it yet.
Well, at least someone's.
I'm trying.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. It now is in the view of the jury. I'd ask that it be cleared.
All right, thank you.
Finally, Exhibit 15, which has previously been admitted into evidence. I'd ask that it be published to the jury.
Did they?
And I would ask that they give me a signal when it's on the screen. Sir, have you seen this map before?
Yes.
And what is this a map of?
This is a map of the parade route, and it also appears to indicate where certain groups on the parade route that were impacted during this incident.
And is there any type of delineation as to exactly where the parade route, where it started and where it went to?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled.
I don't see any clear delineation in regards to an arrow, but the parade started up towards Maine and White Rock and ends towards Maine and Wisconsin.
Do you see a purple line on that exhibit?
Yes.
What does that reflect?
Objection, leading the
Overruled.
witness.
The parade
Hold
route.
on, I'm sorry, what was your
Leading the
objection?
witness.
Leading, did you say? Overruled. You may answer.
It indicates the parade route.
Sir, direct your attention to the area where the Catholic communities of Waukesha, where there's a list of names. Do you see that?
Yes.
And are all those people that are listed in that box, were they in the roadway at the time that the red SUV went through your group?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And again, it's there's a line with that box that's associated with this a yellow star. What's the significance of that, if you know?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled.
That would be the general area where we were when we were struck.
Thank you. You can clear the screen, sorry. Now I'm going to go to Exhibit 160. And I'm just going to ask if this, the clip is 50 seconds long. I'm going to show you approximately 20 seconds of the clip and see if you recognize it. Do you recognize that clip? We can stop the clip, I'm sorry. We stopped it at 12 seconds. Do you recognize that clip?
Yes.
Does that accurately depict what occurred near your group, the Catholic community, on November 21st of last year?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes.
Thank you. I'd ask that Exhibit 160 is admitted and published for the jury.
Objection.
Exhibit 160 is received, permission to publish is granted.
No one's giving me a thumbs up. I just want to make sure I'm not missing something. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. If we can play this clip from 0 to 50 seconds, which is the length of the clip. The 4 people that you saw sliding through the screen from left to right, did you recognize those people?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 126, which is a still shot from that video. If you can, it'll pop up on your screen. If you can tell me if it accurately represents that video, that still shot from a video. That video.
Objection. Leading the witness.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes.
And I said it be admitted into evidence and published to the jury.
Exhibit 126 is received, permission to publish is granted.
Sir, do you, can you identify each of the people that are shown in this still shot by saying their name and circling their position?
Yeah.
Objection. Leading.
Overruled.
This is, I'm going to do it by circling.
Yes.
Okay. So this is Jason Petchloff on his back in the roadway towards the south side of the road. This is Marisol Lopez, kind of in the middle of the roadway. This is Jose Perales, just in front of Jason, a little further to the west, but on the south side of the roadway. And then Gregoria Perez, kind of further to the west in the roadway, and then in the middle.
Thank you. One last video. Sorry, I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 154. I'm going to play the first 5 seconds for you and ask you if it depicts what you observed on November 21st of last year.
Objection. What's the relevancy?
Overruled. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a video taken, it appears to be from an individual walking, but this is like the aftermath of right after the vehicle had come through our group.
Have you seen this video clip before?
I have.
Are you able to identify many of the people in this video clip?
Objection. Hearsay. There's a
Overruled.
lot of people in here.
It's not hearsay.
I'd ask that,
Go ahead.
be admitted into evidence and published to the jury.
Exhibit 154 is received, permission to publish is granted.
Sir, I'm going to take you through this video and I'm going to pause it at certain places and ask you if you recognize anyone that's in the picture and describe their position. If we can start the video. If we can pause it. Oh, if you can go back 2 seconds. There we go. It stopped at 11 seconds. Do you recognize that person on the ground?
Yeah, right here, that's Margaret Petrulias.
If we can continue on from 11 seconds. And stop. Do you recognize the person depicted at 13 seconds?
Objection. Hearsay.
We can clear the
Overruled.
screen, I'm sorry.
You may answer.
My last screenshot is up there from the last time. I don't know if you want that clear.
Clear that. Thank you.
Laying on the ground right here in the blue, that's Lori Locken.
And if you can continue on from 13 seconds. If you can pause it. Did you see anyone else? I'm sorry.
Just prior to that, I could see where my wife and the other kids were with Benjamin on the curb, kind of behind Lori.
If we go back 2 seconds, do you think that would do it?
Yeah. So, yep, right there.
And if you can circle them.
So this is my daughter right here, and then right behind her in underneath that blanket, that's where Benjamin is. He's being attended to by some of the individuals there.
Okay. If you can just say stop if you see Elliot as this goes on from 14 seconds.
Stop.
Where's Elliot?
So, he's being attended to. He's right with this group of people right there.
And you recognize that to be the position you went to when you found him?
Objection, hearsay, we can't see who that is.
It's not hearsay. Overruled.
Yes.
And that was at 20 seconds? We can clear that. And continue on, sorry. If we pause, do you recognize anyone in this section of the video?
Yeah. So with the blue sneakers, he's lying this way. That'd be Father Pat Heppy. Laying down right here is Maria Perez. And then being attended to by these folks in front of the banner, that'd be William Mitchell.
If we can continue on. And if you see someone from your group on the ground, if you can say pause.
Okay.
And we're continuing on from 26 seconds. We can pause here. Do you recognize that person?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yeah, there's two people. Marisol Lopez is right there, and then Adair Lopez is right here with the gray jacket.
And what's their relationship to one another?
Mother and child.
We can continue on from 41 seconds. I'm sorry, is that still Marisol?
Objection.
We can pause here.
Pause. Who is that, if you know?
So this is still Marisol.
Said objection.
Overruled.
So this last yellow line I just drew, that's still Marisol. Right here where I circled is being covered by a red blanket. That would be Gregoria Perez. And then over here, that would be Jason Petchloff.
I'm going to stop the video at 58 seconds. Sir, I'm going to direct you to Exhibit 162. We're almost done. 2 more exhibits.
I know the video continued. I just didn't know if you wanted, because I apologize.
That's fine. Let me go back,
Okay.
sir. Let me redirect your attention to Exhibit 154, where we were, which was 58 seconds. If we can publish that for the jury, since it has been admitted into evidence. And again, if you could.
Objection, are we going to another exhibit? She just said 162.
We're back at 154, as she indicated.
It's up, okay. Do you see anyone else, or should I continue playing?
I think you should continue playing.
Let's continue.
Pause. So at 136, this would be Jose Perales.
Thank you, and that was at 136. Okay. Thank you. Did you viewed this video before?
Yes.
And do you know, are there any other victims depicted from Catholic communities?
Yes.
Okay, then let's keep playing it from 136.
136.
Pause.
And we paused at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Who do you identify in this clip?
This would be Yamilet Perales. So this would be me right here, and then Elliot's lying down on the blanket.
And that's at 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I think we're good. Now let's continue to Exhibit 162. Is it in front of you?
Yes.
Do you recognize the person depicted in, actually, do you recognize this person?
Yes, that's Eileen Perales.
Okay. And is that how she appeared on November 21st of last year?
Yes.
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
And is this a picture taken from a video from the parade?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes.
I'd ask that the court admit Exhibit 162 into evidence and publish it to the jury.
Objection, hearsay, and relevancy.
The objections are overruled. Exhibit 152 has received permission to publish as granted.
162.
I'm sorry, 162. No, publish it.
You stated that you could see Eileen Perales in this video, or this clip?
Yes.
And can you point her out specifically, her and the hat that she's wearing on her head?
Yeah. I think Perales is wearing kind of like a black coat, some sort of pink leggings, and then she's wearing some sort of like maroon colored hat with white on it, like white stripes.
Okay. If we can save this screen capture, and this would be 162A.
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled.
If I can then,
162A has been captured.
and we can clear it then. And then I'd ask to publish Exhibit 92, which has previously been admitted into evidence. Sir, do you see the hat that's in, oh, hold on. Sir, in terms of the appearance of that hat, I'm not going to ask you if it's the exact same hat that was on Eileen's head in Exhibit 162, but is the same, is that the same type of hat in terms of, has the same wording on it, same color, same palm color as the hat that Eileen was wearing in Exhibit 162?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. You may answer.
It looks remarkably close, same color, same patterns of the lines, the writing, and then with the top on it. Yes.
Thank you. I have nothing else.
All right, you're crossed, sir.
So you saw all those videos that were shown, all exhibits rather, all 12, 13 of them. You saw all those before today?
I don't recall there was 12 videos. To best of my knowledge.
126, 15, 137, 136, 135, 140, 178, 160, 154, 162, 92, at least 11 or 12.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to strike your comment because you cannot testify. You did not let him answer. Let him answer first, and then you can ask follow-up. The jury will disregard the statement made by Mr. Brooks. Go ahead.
I believe there was only 3 or 4 videos, but there was numerous screenshots or photos taken from those videos.
That's why I said exhibits. Have you seen all exhibits before today?
I had seen those exhibits, yes.
And do you know who took any of those exhibits, the videos or still shots?
No, sir.
So how were you able to see them?
Can you rephrase the question, please?
How were you able to see them if you don't know who took them?
I saw them on the screen. I'm not sure I'm following your question.
Before today, you said you saw them before today. That's what you just said. So I'm asking, I asked after that, do you know who took them? You said no. So how could you I guess I'm asking, how would you know if you don't know who took these videos? How were you able to see them before today?
I believe they were collected by the police department as evidence.
And that's how you saw them?
That's how we were able to view them afterwards, yes.
Do you know when you viewed them?
I don't recall.
Did you view all 12 of them in their entirety at the same time, or were they at different dates?
Yeah, back to the form of the question.
Grounds.
Indicate did you view them all in their entirety? Again, it makes it seem like he's referring to videos, and if he is, that's fine. If he could just clarify videos or exhibits.
Sustained as to the form of the question, please rephrase.
Exhibits.
Can you just repeat the question, please?
At what time did you see all the exhibits in their entirety? Was it the same day or was it different days?
I don't recall specifically. I just reviewed the exhibits, the photos, not the videos, but the photos, as you're explaining in these exhibits, prior, just in preparation of my testimony.
In preparation of your testimony, what do you mean by in preparation of?
Preparing my testimony for court, making sure that everything that maybe kind of recall my memory, anything to that nature, making sure that everything is accurate in what I'm going to testify to.
If everything you're going to testify to is truthful, why would you need to prepare for it?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
Why would you need testimony preparation?
This is a pretty significant incident. I wanted to make sure that I was prepared fully for being here and testifying.
Wouldn't it be easy to just come in and recount what you saw?
Objection. Argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained. Please rephrase.
Is it fair to say that it would be fairly easy to state what you saw that evening?
Yes.
So why exactly did you feel the need that you had to prep yourself?
Objection. Argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained, also asked and answered.
I'm going to direct your attention to Exhibit 154, which is a video. So that's clear for the record, not a still frame. It's a video.
You want to put up for him?
I want it put up for him.
All right, it's been received before. Put it up, please.
Can we go to 41 seconds?
Sure. Thank you to the state for assisting. 41 seconds, you said?
41 seconds. Is it fair to
Hold
say
on,
that?
do you want to wait until the jury has it in front of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay, there's a delay. Sometimes it's long, sometimes it's short. Seems to be long right now. All right, we're good. Go ahead.
So in this exhibit, which is a video that's paused at 41 seconds, we can see two people laying on the ground. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Can you see any of the two people's faces right now as it's paused?
No.
So it would be fair to say that you can't positively say who that is from this part of the video that's paused right now.
Well, based on my experience, based on clothing descriptions, obviously Adir and Marisol are mother and child, and body structures, that's how I'm able to identify who they are.
What do you mean by body structure?
Well, Adir is a little bit smaller, and Marisol's a little bit larger, and that's how I have memory of who she is.
Would you agree that they're kind of like bunched up, like kind of balled up?
I would agree that Adir is, yes.
Can you see faces?
No, sir.
So it would be fair to say that you don't know for sure who that is.
I'm pretty confident that's Marisol and Adir.
Pretty confident?
I'm very confident.
So why not be very confident the first time the question was asked? Grounds. Grounds.
Sustained.
Let's go to 58 seconds and pause. Right here in front of us, we see three people kneeled down. We see someone with a pinkish blanket covering them, and we see a lady with a black coat with a white kind of like top to it. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the face of the person laying on the ground under the pink blanket?
No, sir.
Would it be fair to say that you don't know for sure who that is?
As I described before, I'm very confident that that's Marisol that's laying on the ground.
And how can you tell that from the picture that we're looking at now?
Well, not specifically just from this picture, but like I stated before, as the video was moving, we could see clothing descriptions, body structure, who she's laying next to.
Is it fair to say that the exhibit is not moving right now? It's paused.
Yes, sir.
And it's paused with not being able to see who's under the pink blanket. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
So how can you say for sure who that is?
If I was to just view this video or this photo without any other context, you're probably correct. I probably wouldn't be able to identify any particular person, but because of the video and how it moved and how I was able to see people, I was able to confirm that that'd be Marisol.
And you came to that conclusion because you've seen these videos before today, or these exhibits rather before today. Would that be fair to say?
I come to the conclusion with my memory of being there at that night.
But you did state, just so we have clarity, that you in fact saw these exhibits before today. Would that be fair to say?
Objection asked and answered.
Grounds.
It has been asked and answered, but I'll let the witness answer that question again.
Yes, sir.
Towards the, I don't know where that direction would be. I'm guessing that would, if you're looking at it the way I'm looking at it, it'd be towards the right.
Right this way?
We're coming back a little bit more. Right where the lady with the white coat is,
Mm-hmm.
You see a few people, it looks like three, kneeled over someone that is under a blanket with, it looks red with like snowflakes or something on it. You can see like a black, I don't know if that's like a shoe or, I'm guessing that's a shoe or a boot or something to that effect. Is that fair to say that you can see that?
Yes.
Can you tell who that is just looking at it right now?
I know that that's Gregoria, yes.
Can you tell who it is looking at it right now? Can you see their face? Can you identify them right now?
I cannot see their face.
So it'd be fair to say that you're not sure who that is.
I am sure who that is.
And you come to that conclusion based on what we're looking at right now at this moment.
Objection.
Grounds.
Characterizes this witness's testimony.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Let's go to 136. Same exhibit in pause. Is it fair to say we can see someone with laying on the ground? They have like a bluish jacket. You can only see one arm, so the sleeve. The jacket is blue. It looks like they have like a something red next to, which is obviously a lady in a gray jacket, white hat. A guy in a red, looks like a hoodie, and someone else to their right, I would say, and a jacket and a cap with looks like a baseball cap. Would it be fair to say that you can see that?
Yes.
And the person that's laying on the ground, can you see their face?
No, sir.
So would it be fair to say that you don't know for sure who that is?
I'm sure I know who that is.
Based on what we're looking at now, you can tell who that is.
Based on my recollection of the incident that night, I know who that is.
Based on what we're looking at right now on the screen, can you tell who that is? You
Yes,
can
sir.
see their face.
I know who that is. I cannot see their face.
So it'd be fair to say from this picture, you're not sure who that is.
Objection. This characterizes this
Grounds.
witness's testimony.
Sustained.
To the right of the screen, right here. Can't tell how many people is kneeled down right there, but it's obvious that they're attending to somebody. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Can you see who that is that they're attending to in any way?
Not from this vantage point, no.
So it would be fair to say that you don't know who that is that they're attending to, correct?
I know who they're attending to.
And you can tell that by what we're looking at right now?
Objection.
Grounds.
Characterizes the testimony.
Grounds.
Witness testified as this video was going through, who he believed each person was.
Who he believed. But we're looking right now.
Mr. Brooks, let me rule on the objection.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Thank you. Overruled, he may answer.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Can you tell from what we're looking at right now? Can you tell who that is that they're attending to?
You cannot see that is Jason Petchoff behind them, but that is who is laying on the ground right there.
And you can tell that by what we're looking at right now. You can see who that is.
No, based on my recollection of the incident, is why I know who that is.
I'm saying referring to what we're looking at, not your recollection, what we're currently looking at right now. Can you tell who that is that's being attended to from based on what we're looking at right at this moment?
You cannot see who the individual is.
Can we go to 2 minutes and 30 seconds and pause? Can we erase that circle and arrow?
It's been done.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right in front of us, we can see is a group of people standing over someone who appears to be laying on the ground. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
It looks like they have a Scooby-Doo blanket over them. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
By what we're looking at right now at this moment, can you tell who's under the Scooby-Doo blanket?
I know who that is.
Can you tell by what we're looking at this moment? At this moment right now, can you tell who's under the Scooby-Doo blanket?
No, sir.
Can we go to 241 and pause? Would it be fair to say that right now we're looking at what appears to be, could be a police officer, some kind of law enforcement, could be security guard or anything, but some type of law enforcement. We see someone, it looks like a woman who you can't see the top of her head, but you can see like her chin and her bottom lip has a black jacket. And right in between those, the law enforcement and the woman, you can see that someone's laying on the ground and you see 3 people attending to them. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell by what we're looking at right now? Can you say exactly who that is?
100% confident because I'm in that photo.
And is that you standing over the front of them?
I'm standing over my son.
Or not standing, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Kneeling in over the top of who's on the ground.
Yes, my son is crying because he just got struck by a vehicle and I'm trying to console him.
That wasn't the question. That's you kneeling over with the hat, and it looks like a grayish. I don't know if that would be a hoodie, but looks like it's some like bluish black to the sleeve. Would that be you?
I'm wearing a gray sweatshirt. My son is wearing the blue jacket.
I could be mixed up. I apologize for that. So it would be safe to say, by what you just said, you were 100%. You were adamant, 100% that you knew who that was. Mm-hmm. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
But you didn't have that same enthusiasm for everybody else that we were just looking at. Would that be fair to say?
Objection. Mischaracterizes this witness's testimony.
Grounds.
Sustained. It's also argumentative.
And out of all the exhibits,
Are we done with this exhibit?
oh yeah, we're done, I'm sorry.
All right, just take it down, Madam Clerk, thank you. Go ahead.
Out of all the exhibits that you were shown during the initial questioning, you're not sure who took any of those videos?
No, sir.
There was quite a few exhibits that were shown. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And do you recall exactly the estimate of how far the vehicle was from you when you first saw it?
When I first saw it, that's when the initial scream started. I think it was about 200 feet behind me.
And how did you come to that estimation of distance?
When I first saw it, I believed it, my recollection that it was kind of near Curry Insurance. So I would take that as like almost like a half city block. So it was on the other side of Maple Avenue. So I just estimated that based on my experience with feet.
So you felt that estimate was pretty accurate?
I don't know.
Or did you know for sure?
No, I don't know for sure.
You stated that your 9-year-old was in your right hand and your 3-year-old was in your left hand. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
You stated at some point that your 9-year-old was ripped, or you didn't know if your 9-year-old was ripped out of your hand. Can you explain what do you mean by ripped?
At the point where I lost contact with him is about the point where the vehicle had come through. So I didn't know if it was the force of the vehicle taking him away from me that forced our hands to be separated, or if we had just separated hands prior to that. But based on my recollection, it was simultaneously as the vehicle had passed through us.
And was that 9-year-old injured?
Yeah, Elliot was thrown in the air and he was knocked unconscious.
And what happened with your 3-year-old that was in your left hand?
I threw him with my left hand towards the curb. He did not get struck.
When you say threw him, what do you mean by that? Was
I was holding on to it. I'm sorry.
A quick toss, or was it like a harsh push, or define thrown?
I picked him. I was holding on to him with my left hand. I grabbed him off the air and threw him as far as I possibly could because I knew that he was going to get hit by a car.
Do you recall if he was hurt in the throat?
Objection,
Grounds.
relevance.
Overruled, he may answer.
I didn't actually see him that night because I stayed with my other son at the hospital. But as far as my recollection, I don't think he was injured from that, no.
Other than that, was he injured in any way?
No.
You made a reference to the speed. How did you come to that estimation of speed? Do you have any expertise in speed analysis in any way?
No, just my experiences driving as a motorist and being in law enforcement for 15 years, estimating vehicle speeds.
So it'd be fair to say you don't know for sure.
That's correct.
And I assume that you were interviewed by other officers at some point. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall if it was that night or if it was in the following days?
Well, the night of the incident, I informed my department that I had been involved in the incident. So I reported it that night verbally, but a statement was later given to the department in a more formal matter.
And you already stated that your 9-year-old son did get struck. Did you actually see that?
I did not see him get thrown in the air, no.
Even though you had him in your right arm, or right hand rather?
Correct.
Did you see where the vehicle went after it passed you?
I did not.
Did you see anyone else get struck once it passed you?
I did not.
In a summary of your report, do you recall stating to the officer that you were interviewed by that you saw a second unconscious person laying on the ground that you further described as a Hispanic female?
Yes, sir.
Would it be fair to say that in your testimony here today, you gave names? That'd be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Why not in the summary of your report did you give names and just say a Hispanic female?
I'm just going to object to the form of the question. He's indicating that it's Detective Hallmark's summary in this report. It's not been established. Okay.
It's in the form of the question.
I was referring to him already testifying that he had knowledge of everybody that was in his group.
Rephrase your question, please.
At the time of your summary, did you know the identity of the Hispanic female that you referenced?
An objection to the form of the question. It's not his summary per
Ground.
se.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
So should I say in the summary that you gave, do you recall that comment?
Objection mischaracterizes the summary.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question, please rephrase.
In the summary that was given by the officer that you gave the report to, do you recall that
Yes.
statement?
I'm sorry.
I am going to object. The witness has answered the question. Again, I would just indicate for the record that I believe what Mr. Brooks is looking at is a different officer's report that summarizes the statement that that officer received from Detective Hallmark. With that understanding that that's what it is, I would ask Mr. Brooks to maybe ask his next question with keeping that in mind.
Objection to being called that. I don't identify by that name nor consent to being called that name. And I
Next
made
question,
reference-
sir.
I made reference that it was
Next
by
question.
another officer.
Next question, please.
You made reference to your son being attended to by two men. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
At the time of the incident, did you know who those two men were?
No, sir.
And when did you learn of the identity of those two men?
It was a couple days after the incident. I learned the identity of one individual that was attending to my son.
Do you know if they, or do you recall them giving you any additional information that you didn't have that night?
Yes.
Do you recall if they were active participants in the parade or just spectators? Did they give you that information at any time?
This individual was a spectator.
To your recollection, did the spectator tell you where they were positioned at when they attended to your son?
Yes.
And who is Charles?
That would be my 3-year-old.
And Benjamin?
That would be my 7-year-old.
Do you recall what happened with Benjamin when you saw the vehicle approaching?
Yeah, he was run over by the vehicle on his left leg.
Do you at any time recall making a statement in the summary that was given by another officer? Do you recall making the statement, you threw Charles and Benjamin as hard as you could towards the south curb?
Yes, sir.
If you already stated that you threw your 3-year-old, which you just said was Charles, and you also just acknowledged that you threw Benjamin.
Objection as to the characterization. He acknowledged that the summary that Mr. Brooks is reading said that he threw Benjamin.
He answered the question.
He did not. I believe there's an objection. I'll sustain it as to the form of the question. Please rephrase. It also mischaracterizes the, well, I'll just leave it at that. You may ask your question.
So did you throw Benjamin as hard as you could to the south curb, or did you see Benjamin struck by the vehicle?
So when the vehicle was coming and I threw Charlie, I knew that Ben was in front of us, so it was the same motion with my left arm to get Benjamin and Charlie out of the way. Obviously, I didn't get Benjamin completely out of the way of the vehicle.
Any idea why that was not in the summary?
I don't recall.
Grounds.
He answered it. He said, I don't know. His answer may stand.
Besides your children, the other people that you observed injured, did you immediately receive information what those injuries were at that time?
Can you repeat just to be clear of who you're talking about?
The other people that were with your group, not your children, but the other people that were with your group. Do you recall receiving information about their injuries at that time?
I did not receive information about their injuries.
So it would be fair to say you knew that they were hurt, but you didn't know the severity of it.
Exactly.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
And besides your children, who else was with you when you went, attended the parade that evening?
Well, there was 45 of us that were walking together. But to go down to the parade, it was me and my immediate family, so it was me, my children, and my wife.
Do you recall your wife being injured in any way during the incident?
No.
Do you recall where she was when the vehicle passed you?
Yes.
Where was she directly next to you, to the side of you, standing right next to you, or do you remember the general area she was at that moment?
Yeah. I thought I answered it. She was further to kind of, as we're marching, as you see in the video, further to the left and then behind.
And she didn't report any injuries of any kind.
She was, I believe she was 6 months pregnant at the time. So she went and got checked up just to make sure she wasn't injured, and no, she wasn't injured at all.
No further questions.
Any redirect?
Real brief. Sir, the identifications that you made in the exhibits that were shown to you on direct examination, are you 100% confident in those identifications?
Objection.
ma'am.
Hearsay.
Sorry.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that based on?
My recollection of the incident.
Thank you. Nothing further.
All right. Thank you, sir. You may step down. I just have a couple of housekeeping matters. Please be seated. My recollection, there's been a couple of exhibits that were annotated and captured that I don't know were specifically moved in. I'd ask the parties to look at that and let me know if there's any requests as it relates to that. I also want to provide the parties with a copy of an incident report. This relates to an incident last week from the 6th, where I told the parties, or I asked the Sheriff's Department to provide me with a report regarding the incident with Mr. Brooks and being removed from the courtroom. And I believe he may have even filed like a use of force form or something like that. But I wanted to have it notated or noted in the record. And so that incident report has been filed with me. I have a redacted report so that the Sheriff's Department is in compliance with that. The parties are getting an unredacted report. The unredacted will be kept on file but sealed, and then the unredacted will be and the redacted will be what's available for the public should anyone request that. So that's one thing that's coming. Then, just as a courtesy, even though I'm not required to do this, sir, I did follow up on your inmate communication form with our clerk of court, Monica Paz. She has, I have the response here, and I'm going to provide that for you so that it's notated on the record. And so there's a cover letter, and then there's some documents pursuant to your request. I'll give that to and then along with, on the back, will be that incident report. So that's being provided as well. And then the state, you'll get a copy of that incident report. I don't know if you want a copy of what Mr. Brooks was requesting, but at least that inmate communication form has been filed into the case. I believe it's documents the state could simply pull off of the electronic filing system in any event. And then lastly, I had marked, this is the exhibit 6 that I previously had ordered struck. I just wanted to make a record that it's marked, it's in this envelope, it will be kept with the file for any potential use later on. I just hadn't made a record of that, so that's there as well. That does cover all of my housekeeping issues with that, given the state's request or Attorney Opper's request to start late tomorrow, and frankly, given the late night tonight, we will start tomorrow at 9 a.m. Was that enough time for you?
Yes. I was actually going to withdraw my request because we have another jam tomorrow in that we have a witness that we have to guarantee to get out of here by noon. So my request is perhaps, if the court's willing, we could start at 8:30 with the preliminary matters. We could still have the jury come in at 9, but if there's any preliminary matters, we could start with Attorney
I need to let
Basie.
them know. I told them 9:15 in my note that I gave to Mike, so I don't
see.
know if we can still get a hold of them. We probably can.
Okay.
So if maybe someone's going to need to tell them quickly. So I
Okay.
need to stay here so I won't step off, so we can
Okay.
keep going. But
So
so 9 o'clock it is.
Okay.
You want to start? How about we do 8:45?
Have the
And
jury
then-
here at 8:45?
No, party's here at 8:45.
Party's here at 8:45 without
Jury
me.
by 9.
Attorney Basie and Attorney Witch will be here at 8:45. I'll be here at 9.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right. Then, just Mr. Brooks, those things were provided to you.
Yeah, I set the value in terms of value these filings, and just very briefly, so we can get out of here. I have to raise this issue.
What issue, Mr.
My
Brooks?
understanding, how can someone who's not an injured party testify on behalf of somebody who is an injured party?
Mr. Brooks,
And it still be
I'm not
charged.
addressing this. It is a frivolous argument. You have a misunderstanding of the law. We are in recess. I am leaving the bench. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone. We're in recess.
So that's a tacit agreement. We're not